it work for me. Okay. So these are things you guys can get off this call and so easily. You don't have to feel overwhelmed or scared. These are easy things you can do right when you get off this call. So you probably want to write them down. Okay.
Okay. Let's write them down.
And if you guys were on the training and just recently did this, obviously it doesn't pertain to you. I want you to change your profile picture. Okay.
What?
Let's talk about our profile picture a little bit.
I'm not changing my profile picture.
To see who they're doing business with.
You're doing business with me.
No, we want it to be our face on our profile picture. People don't want to see your cat. People don't want to see all these random things. They're like, who is this? Friend requesting you?
You don't want to see the cat.
There's a place.
Oh, everybody wants to see my pussy cat.
Okay, let me promise you, there is a place and a time to post your cat.
There is a place and a time to post your pussy cat. Not when you're trying to sell the makeup. Don't you do that.
Timeline on Facebook. I work a lot on Facebook, so that's kind of what I talk about. But we need that to be our storefront to our business, and so they need to see who they're doing business with. We should be changing our profile.
Oh, they're doing business with me.
At least like once a month. I always seem to get a lot of interaction when I change my profile picture, and then I notice it's different people who aren't normally
all the different people.
Me.
Yeah.
So change your profile when you get off this call tonight, okay?
Okay.
If you really like the picture you have now,
can I put up a picture of Brooke Banks?
You can rotate. Use the same pictures. I don't care. Just make sure it's your face, okay?
Okay, I'm just going to pause for 1 second. I'm just here to, Brooke, if you end up seeing this, I'm just here to listen and learn about what you're pouring into me. You look beautiful tonight, Brooke. I love the little hairs in front of you. You look gorgeous. I think you look great. I also happen to know you only made $18,000 in commissions last year, so we got some talking to do.
To know us. People buy from people, okay? So let them get to know you.
My picture is Jesus.
Really going to help your guys' interaction that we don't realize might really hurt our algorithm on Facebook is, you know how sometimes someone sends you a friend request and you're like, well, I don't want to not accept it or delete it because I don't know if they're going to
Brooke won't accept my friend request.
And so you just leave it there.
I got some new lip plumper.
Do not get a notification, Amy Dilly did not accept me as a friend.
You know somebody named Amy Dilly?
Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like if you delete a request, it automatically turns them into a follower. So
no.
There you go. You just got yourself a follower.
I don't.
Even though you didn't want to accept.
You don't want
that.
that.
I'm trying to say is don't leave all of those friend requests in
they're
there.
So dumb. This is silly.
Just
this is stuff we know. Are we really talking about who to be friends with on the Insta or the Facebook?
Why are you not accepting anyone? Well, we're going to stop showing you to people, right? So delete all your friend requests and not just the people that request you, but I want you to go in and find, and if you have trouble finding it, you can message me later and I'll help you. But
don't message me ever.
Sent friend requests, okay? So when you've friend requested people, and they never answered you, that is bogging down your algorithm. So
guys, all of these people are on camera. I might be the only one not on camera.
Like 45 sent friend requests that were from like 60 weeks ago, like over a year ago. Okay. So that's a very simple task. If you're like, I don't know how to work my business tonight after this call, you are changing your profile picture, deleting all of the friend requests.
Okay, so the first bit of advice for your business is to change your profile picture and delete your friend requests.
You need to be adding more Facebook friends. You need to be growing your network. And if you don't always have to wait for the friend request to come to you, okay? So get out there, meet people, send friend requests. One little thing.
So she's saying to just blindly send friend requests.
In a second is what I like to do. This is just me personally. Everyone works their business.
Tell me about you personally.
I'm gonna post like 2 non-Lime Life posts and 1 Lime Life post. I only add Facebook friends when the Lime Life one is a couple down on the timeline because I don't want them to be like, oh,
you don't want them to know what you're doing.
What this girl's about, and
so you want to be sneaky.
See Lime Life. And just like the profile,
okay.
Something.
Oh,
so I like to where it's like personal posts and then like a line.
So there's our first manipulation tactic. Don't let them see that you're selling something. Also, make them think that you're a genuine person and that you just want to be friends. Okay, got it.
Guys, okay, don't just post. Like I know we say it's your storefront and this is your like them coming into the door to your business.
Yeah. Okay.
They don't want to just see the makeup and skincare that you sell. They want to get to know you and trust you, and like they want to choose you to be their beauty guide. And so you sharing your life and sharing a post about your cat, that's where it's okay because there are people that are going to like cats
okay,
just as
so
much as you guys.
There's in the comments too.
Don't think
all right, I'm going to mute. I'm going to turn her down because she's making me irritated. Okay, so in the comments it says 2-to-1 ratio. For every one, you should have for every one Lime Life post, you should have 2 real life posts. So what they're saying is, don't let anybody know when they become friends with you that you are a Lime Life person. Okay, don't let anybody know that. You gotta appear to be a real life person. Okay, so this is how we start manipulating people. Great.
Tasks that you can do. But then also just something to focus on from now on is show your face, show who you are. And
I show my face all the
time. On that a little bit more.
There's my face.
A few minutes. And I just want you guys to remember that consistency is key.
You know what? I'm gonna do this.
Showing up messy is better than not showing up at all. Don't wait for
there we go. That way I can see everything.
No,
YouTube's working, Andrea. I'm just on both. I'm like Jessie Lee Ward. I do it all.
Wait until the cold sore or the zit goes away.
What are we talking about? Cold sores?
People don't want to see
herpes.
This image of you just when everything's perfect. Okay, we want people to relate to us.
Okay.
And so don't wait for the perfect day or to look perfect before you show up. I want you guys to really start showing up for yourself too.
Okay.
Don't show up just for your leader or just for your team or for your sideline sisters. This is your business.
Yeah,
right?
Okay.
As a leader, yeah, you need to show up by example. But at the end of the day, you're showing up for you. This is your business. This is your life, right? And if
newsflash, it's not a business.
Example, okay. There's thousands of beauty guides that you can go and find who does lead by example and
show them your herpes. Yeah.
So don't ever use your team or your leaders as your excuse to not show up for yourself, because at the end of the day, this is a team. It's not a boss employee business. You're the only one that's responsible for your success and your paycheck.
And at some point, you just got to figure this shit out.
Your team is the one that's not really working. Go find more.
Just join various groups about things you like. So gardening groups, really cooking groups, decor.
Back to the basics, sharing your face, and staying consistent, and just remembering that
I really like the lip plumper. It burns my lips.
Because if you sit back, it's a lot harder to get that momentum going again. A couple more tips I have to really help with engagement.
Give me the tips, just the tips.
I have a lot of things going on in my life right now that are making it really hard to put as much time into Lime Life as I was before. So what I'm trying to do now.
Okay, what are you trying to do now?
Instead of just using that as my excuse, I can't do Lime Life today. It takes 10 seconds to whip out your phone and take pictures and videos of what it is that's taking you away from Lime Life, right? We're getting ready to renovate a 117-year-old house. Okay.
Okay, hold on. So we got a comment here.
Share that.
It takes 10 seconds, just 10 seconds to whip it out with your phone, and then show what's taking you away from Lime Life. Do we hear what's being said there? This is not great advice.
Working Lime Life in that moment, but I am getting their opinions, building that relationship with them, building that trust with them. Hey guys, I know I'm always telling you, I don't say this, but this is the mindset. I'm always telling you, eyeshadow, lipstick, blah, blah, blah.
Many Facebook groups will boot you for trying to recruit and sell. That's true.
I want this to be a two-way relationship, right? So I don't even know how many story replies I got from beauty guides too. I appreciate it.
Okay, so let me lead you a comment here. Somebody says, I try not to join a bunch of interest groups. I just pick and concentrate on a few. I comment on posts daily and provide value. I've made a few friends in time over them. Nothing happens overnight. I go into it just to make friends, not customers. Oh, really? Seems like you're going into it to make customers and telling yourself you're going in to make friends.
I want to have a vacation until someday. I'm going to follow her. Or,
yes, to the big poop.
Pyrenees Labrador dog. I want to follow her. Her dog looks like my dog. So sharing all those aspects of your life.
Am I crazy? Do people follow each other just because they have dogs that look alike? I mean, come on. Especially on Facebook.
As algorithm goes too, is when you're sharing, whether it's Lime Life or your personal stuff, go comment on some of your potential customers and potential team members and just other people.
Okay, today in things that did not happen. I shared a part from the Netflix show Cheer, where a couple of the cheerleaders were using a Reiki that had LL by Lal Cone on it. So I did a short video and posted it on my stories. And the cheerleader from the show Cheer sent me a flipping DM. She said she had tried all of our products and loves every single one of them. I'll take things that did not happen for 400, Alex.
You know, the outlet, whatever outlet you're on.
Bianca, the tips have been, don't let people who are new friends see that you sell Lime Life right away. So you can't post about Lime Life all the time. You have to be yourself.
Stories. Make sure people are seeing your
and that's about it.
Try the hands-free in your stories.
People on this call, 260. And here, I'm going to mute her for a second. So the interesting thing is that they said in the flyer that I received about this call, it said only 1,000 spots open so that I can pour into you. Only 1,000 spots. Well, I think we got lots more people to show up if there's only 1,000 spots.
I just want you guys to remember, like, January is a J month. J month, what? Who cares? Right? Oh, sorry. Low battery. Sorry. So I just want you guys to remember, excuses are out the door.
What does that?
Excuses are a thing of the past, okay? You're showing up for yourself. You're showing up for your future. And you are going to lead by example.
Somebody just asked, what does hands-free mean? Oh, brother.
If you don't have time to work Lime Life, just document the rest of your life. Share that with your network, okay? When you're showing up for you and no one else, you're naturally going to show.
Listen, guys, let me read to you this flyer about the Fempire. We're in the Fempire call, okay? All right. If I could give you any tips as one of your top leaders, it would be that now is the time to wait for the comp plan. Oh, now is not the time to wait for the comp plan updates. It's time to hustle with choosing passion. So apparently they're coming out with a new comp plan. And she's saying, don't wait for that. Don't wait for any information from the company. You hear me, Fempire? Turn your passion on. Tonight, we gather with only 1,000 spots as a Fempire collective to light you up, pour into you, to give you our golden nuggets. I don't want your golden nuggets. Oh, God. From profile and branding to gaining traction and the 3 stages of selling, you best clear your evening to make this one. And 1,000 spots. Jenny, there's only 260 people here. So, and I'm one of them. And I think we have another one of our friends here too. So let's go ahead and turn her back up. And this is not Brooke. This is Ashley Dilly.
Just remember, you are worthy. You deserve it. Show up for you.
Well, I am worthy. I deserve a lot. But I'll tell you what, I don't deserve you pour and give me your golden nuggets. I don't want your golden nuggets. Oh, golden nuggets, my butt.
Hey, guys.
Oh, look at this pretty girl. Okay. She looks like Bella from Twilight if Bella wasn't all like,
ugh. Who has already taken a screen record and posted it to their stories? Raise your hand. No cheating.
No cheating.
I don't see enough hands.
Yeah, you probably don't.
There should be like everybody raising their hands.
I'll raise
them. Excited.
I put my hands.
You guys.
So I put my hands up.
Get together and show our network what they are missing out on. You should.
Are they golden chicken nuggets, Bianca?
Stories. Like, this is a big deal. And I'm not even going to get into like politics or anything about this, but people need community right now. People want to feel a part of something.
Andrea brings up a really good point. Instagram, I'm going to tell you what Andrea said here. I'm going to hush this girl up. So Andrea said, okay, so based on that, them talking about the comp plan changes and not wasting. If the top leaders are aware of comp plan changes before they roll out, I'm going to assume there might be less pay on downlines. So they want them to buy and sell lots now. So the top leaders might not be making as much on their downlines. So that would be a really good incentive. Yeah.
I'm a lead director and I've been with Lime Life for a little bit over 5 years now.
That's so sad.
It's taken me a while to get my grasp on branding. I swear for the first 3 years, everybody said, y'all have probably heard this before, nobody can be you but you. I don't know how many times I've heard that and I'm like, yeah, whatever.
I know that.
Okay?
Nobody can be me.
You do you. Because
Trigona, that's funny. I throw my hands up in the air sometimes, saying, ayo, time to scam. Okay, back to his.
You do you. Quit worrying about everybody else. Put those blinders on. You be you.
Put your blinders.
Cat lady, be the crazy
Did she just say put your blinders on? Oh, the cult speak is flying tonight. Oh my goodness. Wait, what Zoom call did I just get here?
What throws you on fire and do it. Quit worrying about.
Oh my goodness, guys, I just got another invite to a Monet Zoom call. I want to get in there. Oh, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Oh, what do I do? I want to call out the racists. Oh boy.
I am styled.
But I don't know who these people are. Do not publicly post link or graphic. No time to monitor trolls.
Crazy. And I'm always hangry. I love everything food and cocktails. Okay, that is my brand.
Is this happening right now?
Okay.
Wednesday.
And
oh, I got time. Okay.
Stick to that. So
is today Wednesday?
I want you guys
Yes, tomorrow.
to think about what your brand is, and I want you to drop it in the comments.
It's on Wednesday. Okay? The Monet one's tomorrow. I got time.
Okay. And I will say, don't include family.
No, this is not Brooke. This is styled, wild, and hangry.
I want things that you are passionate about. Okay. We all have families. That's kind of like an ongoing thing. So I want you to choose.
Okay, since clearly nothing she's saying is going to be of value, let me just recap for everybody who is who's coming in late. Okay, we are on a Lime Life pouring into training. They're just going to pour into us. I don't know what they're going to pour. I don't know if it's gasoline. I don't know if it's Lilo from Monet's dry shampoo. I don't know. Okay, but they we're also going to get golden nuggets. And I'll tell you, these ladies look beautiful. They really do. I know they say I hate them, but they look gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Okay, that's what we're doing. Tomorrow night is the Monet call, and I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna knock on wood. I'm gonna be there because I'm gonna call them out. But I don't think it's like a Monet. It might not be the racists, so we'll see. And I'll talk about that later.
Shop on a budget, okay?
Oh, shop on a budget.
Instantly know
Jesus Wellness Outdoors Beauty. What?
Find those things.
Okay, they must have asked for 5 things to name that are important to them because people are saying Jesus, faith.
Who to go to for. And you want it to be consistent. Consistency is key. And
consistency in your puppy chow is key. Yeah.
Throughout your brand, throughout just even posting. And yes.
You know what you got to do when you want to say shut your mouth.
Like I know sometimes it's so redundant and it sounds so simple, but being yourself, that's your brand. That's how people can connect with you. Say I'm about, I paddleboard, I hike, I bike constantly. Okay. If I share something about knitting, people are going to be like, what is she doing? That's not in her.
But what if you decided you started knitting?
You want to stick to your brand.
Stick to the brand, No.
I'm liking seeing everything from Sarah, cooking, adopting, food, weight loss, bulldogs.
Cooking, adopting. Food. What do you mean you like adopting? Like that's not. Adopting is not a hobby. Adopting is like a major decision.
Connect with those people that are a part of those same things.
I'm sorry. Let me just, because I want y'all to hear me. They're saying things they like to do. And this woman said cooking, adopting, and baking. Listen, I think adopting is one of the most important things that someone can do, but it's not a hobby. Like when you say, what are your hobbies? Oh, I like to adopt children. That's not, it's not a thing that people say.
So here's another thing. And this is going to be kind of like a gut punch for you.
A gut punch. Yeah.
If you scroll through your timeline right now, would you follow you?
Oh, yes.
Think about that.
If you scroll through your timeline, would you follow you?
Okay, I'm scrolling through the pages here, and I'm not seeing very many hands lifted. Okay? You need to be able to follow you. Okay?
Oh, this is rich.
True to yourself. Are you sharing things that you love and care about? Are you leading by example?
What kind of example? What are we adopting?
So,
rabbits? Like maybe.
Jot down notes.
Maybe if you adopt rabbits, that's a hobby. I don't know.
And get back on track. But that is the most important thing. And that is what is so unique. Like, some of these people that go viral or do these things, they're being themselves.
I'm just being myself.
Like they're the OG creators.
I am an OG creator. I don't think anybody has done what I'm doing.
They're just doing them. So do that. Be yourself. And then, so number 1, would you follow yourself? Number 2, are you offering any type of value? I want to see it.
Hi, Julie Joe. Everyone, Julie Joe is here. Oh, Julie Joe. We love Julie Joe. She's such a sweet little girl. No, I'm not gaining anything from this.
Because that's really important. People want to come to you for a reason.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe we're adopting a downline as a hobby. Oh, good one.
Yeah. Learn some makeup tips. Learn some skincare
my
tips.
forehead's itchy. Why would I follow myself?
All of this craziness
if you got a shadow you like.
Right now. What are they coming to your page for? That's so important to be able to connect with your
uplifting words and praise, encouragement and inspiration.
Whatever it is.
Honest to goodness.
It's going to be different for me. It's going to be different for Brooke and Kat and everybody else. Okay? So offer some type of value.
Okay, so basically this training so far has been telling you that if you don't offer value on your own Facebook page, then you are valueless. And just telling people that they need to get a personality. Okay.
Tips, positivity, trust.
Oh my goodness. What are these
self-love.
There's all these live, laugh, love words happening on the chat right now.
And people, honestly, right now.
Oh, hi, hippie Kansas girl.
There's so much going on right now. I know that.
I know, but you know what? I don't have to worry about what's going on in the world because I have Jesus.
Right now, no matter where you're at and everything, people want a place to feel loved, positivity, inspiration. Okay.
Yeah.
So much if you're passionate about something, try to.
How does anybody listen to this? Gosh, I'm so bored. I should have gotten a drink. Is anybody else bored? I'm bored listening to this.
So
I just want Brooke to talk. I want Brooke to clap in my face.
To where people want to come to you and they register you as, I don't know.
You did not prepare.
Safe space. I can't think of the word right now. But you know what I mean.
You should probably prepare for your presentations.
What else? Okay, here's another one.
Oh my God.
Number one, would you follow you? But number two, would you join you?
No, I would not join me.
To go scroll through your page right now, would you join you? Would you look at yourself as a leader? Somebody leading by example, setting the example of showing up consistently and
right. Absolutely. Absolutely. They're just going to try to sell you now on the product. Yes, and then think they need to save people. Right. Who are we saving?
And again, this is so great. I love seeing all of the yeses. Yes, 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 yes.
Yes.
I saw a hell yeah.
Oh.
Way to go, lady. Like, that is so important.
Same. This is horrible. Okay? I feel bad for these girls. This is just, you should see them. And you know what makes me even sadder? There are people that are my mom's age and older who are sitting on here looking like me.
See that and want to be a part of.
And they're thinking that there's going to be some sort of retirement money for them. You know what I mean?
So important. And again.
Oh, Bella. I'm going to call her Bella because she looks like a prettier Kirsten Dunst. Not Kirsten Dunst. Kristen,
I feel like.
What's that girl's name?
If people see me
what's Bella's name?
Off the wall and then show up 4 days later and then show up.
I don't want to get kicked off the call, Erin Bees, you silly Billy.
She comes and goes as she pleases. Like, oh, what's she up to now? You have to show people your passion and that you're.
You have to. What they're doing right now is they're telling you how to put the bait on your hook. That's what they're doing. They're saying, here, you got to get a bigger worm. Kristen Stewart, thank you, Solo Cup.
I know that honesty is so important.
So
hit a lull in their business and just been like, what the?
Okay, so this is just to give you a recap. Here's what's happening right now. They're telling you how to get a bigger worm on your hook. So that when you put it in the water, you can do the big old bait and switch. Okay. They're telling you that when you post on your Facebook, if you add new friends, she literally said, if you have new friends coming onto your Facebook, make sure the first thing they see is not a Lime Life post. Don't let them see that you sell for Lime Life. What? Okay. So they're just telling you how to be manipulative. Okay. That's what this is. And I can tell you that because I did it exactly the same way when I did Tupperware. I'm confusing who I am right now.
It's so easy, especially with everything.
Oh, yeah. And you need to show your cold sores. That's what they said.
You guys were meant to be here for a reason. You're meant to be here to impact other people's lives.
Brooke said you were made for more. I agree, but this is not what the more is.
I just haven't even touched the potential of available to us. And
does Monet have a lice shampoo? I might have COVID lice. Is COVID lice a thing? I think I talked about that.
I know I'm ready to just go full force and here's another thing. I want totally off squirrel brain right now.
Oh, squirrel.
I want you to drop in the comments what your goal is for recruiting this month. Are you planning on
1,000 people? No, that'll give it away. What's my goal for recruiting, guys?
Okay.
What should be my goal?
There's another one.
2. I've recruited 4 a.m. after 10.
Your profile right this second.
What?
Right this second.
What's this?
I know that you sell Lime Life.
Brooke goes, would I know that you're a scammer?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yes. Okay.
So
not telling the truth.
So what's your suggestion there?
I know if I go to some of your profiles, I will not know that you all are selling Lime Life.
And is that good or bad?
And I will be the first to admit, sometimes I fall short of that. I get so involved in everything else. Okay. I am guilty too. I will admit that.
Okay. So hold on. Wait.
You have to show up.
Oh, okay. So here's the double speak. So just 10 minutes ago, she said, when you're posting, people can't be seeing only Lime Life. Then she said, when I go to your profile, would people know that you sell Lime Life? Exactly. Right, Jenny. What are you talking about? Oh, my goodness gracious.
You're posting randomly versus showing up every day. You have like a really good reel or some like really inspirational. And you're like, God, this is going to be it. People are going to go nuts over this.
I get so involved with me. Yeah.
You wasted so much time on that because
so much time.
This is ridiculous. So much time lapse in what?
I'll show you a time lapse. This hour I've been on this call. It's been 34 minutes already, people. What is, my gosh.
Again, going into consistency, plan a schedule. Do I have any homeschool moms in here? Raise your hand if you're a homeschool mom.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. I have a kindergartner. Honestly, y'all are going to think I'm nuts. I was like, easy. Homeschooling, whatever. Why do they think it's so hard? You guys, homeschooling is about to freaking kill me.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm figuring out my way, okay? I am having to reschedule everything and create a schedule to.
Oh my goodness, she really. No, who goes into homeschooling thinking like, oh, this is going to be a piece of cake? Me teaching an entire curriculum when I'm not a teacher? Okay. Listen, I just made puppy chow the other day, and if you remember on YouTube, you're going to get the recipe in a week and a half. So get on over there to YouTube.
Like, done. And she was like, well, why don't you just, do arts and crafts on Friday and do this on this day and this on this day? And I was like, you just saved my life. It might sound so stupid, but just planning out those things on those
because
days,
that's what, oh my God. Like, okay, listen.
So much.
There are, listen, that's what teachers do. We make a schedule. They make a schedule. I wouldn't know nothing about that. I'm not a teacher. I'm just Barb Stupidinsky. What I'm saying is, if you're going to start homeschooling your kid and you think you're not going to make a schedule and all of a sudden you get into it and you're like, what's happening? You really did not think it out. I think you just were like, I ain't going to put my kid in a mask. That's probably what this is.
Doc content. Take pictures. Change your, I'm glad I did not just lift my shirt. Change your shirt. Change your lipstick. Take some pictures.
Right, Jay. Right. I mean, honestly.
You know what? I'm not going to lie. Stuff gets hard sometimes and you need a day. So that's where storing content will come into handy and you can grab it and use it. Okay.
Grab it and use it and use it and grab it.
This is what we've committed to. This is what we need to show up to.
She might sell more if she lifts her shirt. Also, if you plan what you're going to say when you're doing a training.
So, and again, with consistency, have credibility.
Hold on. What a great comment. Krista says, so this is great, but I feel like a lot of this stuff is geared towards selling to people you don't know. It's super hard to grow your network and influence on a mid-level with people you already know. I have been doing all these things for months, almost 2 years. My following has grown, but super slowly. My biggest fans are people who I know, who don't buy. LOL. I am kind of losing steam. I show up daily in 3 different social media outlets. Somebody better get on to Krista Eskin. Somebody want to send her this? Krista Eskin. I'll send it to her.
Find something that works for you. Something that works for Brooke completely doesn't work for me or Kat and vice versa. You have to be able to fit it in your schedule and how.
Let me turn you back up here.
Okay. planners. I buy them every year.
So basically she said you have to fit it into your schedule, but do it all the time.
Planners. Find what works for you. Set timers in your phone of when you're on social media. One of my New Year's resolutions is to be 110% present in the time and schedule my time so that I can create less chaos in my brain. So scheduling, I'm going to do 30 minutes on Instagram today. I'm going to do 30 minutes on Facebook, and I'm going to do 30 minutes with my team and 30 minutes with my customers. What is that? An hour and a half?
She struggled to add up 3 30-minute slots.
Help my kids. Is that 2.5 hours? I can't even think about what I just said. But anyways.
Oh, and she's a kindergarten teacher. Good Lord.
Find what works for you and make it happen. Okay, I'm going to go off.
I found her really easy. Somebody go find her and then send her my stuff. I don't want to be the one to do it.
Something that we've all come into like this big fear about is supporting each other. I feel like this is like this taboo thing of like, ooh, if I support another beauty guide, I might be sending people to them. Or if I tag them, it might.
Oh, this is interesting.
Only show up to them in my timeline. I don't want to see beauty guides. I want to see my network. Okay. People want community. People love community. This right now, what we're on is so big, you guys. Okay. So tag, share. I'm not saying tag every beauty guide ever or follow every beauty guide ever, but I think it's very important for your network to see that sense of community.
Okay, so she just said
everybody needs that right
Hold
now.
on. Okay.
And I know that it's business, but you can still do it heartfelt, and you can still do it.
Are you hearing this?
Real and not be.
Okay, so she just said to tag all of your beauty artists, whatever they call these people in life, in every post. So she's trying to tell you to get engagement from your own downline, upline, other people who are also selling. I'm reacting to a Brooksy Banksy training she's pouring into us.
Any local event, you guys, somebody could message me and say, there's a leaders retreat at Fiji next week. Book your tickets. I'd be like, booked.
That's terrible advice. You should not be traveling right now. There's a pandemic.
You need out of this business, whether it's a paycheck or the community or the travel or just the self-confidence. When I joined, I had 2 babies under one and under, and I was losing my mind, and this gave me something for myself.
Did she have, was it twins?
And let that drive you. And again, from what
wait a minute, somebody help me. She just said she had 2 babies under 1, and then she said, is that right? 1 and under. So is it twins? Did she literally have babies 9 months? I guess if you had maybe 9 months apart. Okay. But she really doesn't know. That's confusing.
Any of you with anything, again, tag, share.
I'm trying to earn enough money to attend Palooza this year.
Share our community and this amazing thing that we have together at Limelight. Yes. Oh,
here she comes. She does look beautiful. She looks beautiful.
I want to know what your favorite takeaway was from Christine in the comments below.
My favorite takeaway was the simplest one. Change your picture and be a person. What a concept. Oh my goodness.
Okay. It is the 3 stages of selling. But before I get into that, I just feel like so many of you agreed that you are in a rut, you're stuck, you're uninspired. I'm going to give you a few tips.
She's really into the screen.
We're so used to watching Hollywood movies that lie to us. It's not rainbows and butterflies every day, baby. You have to choose passion. I'm not born with a consistency bone, and that you don't have, okay? You have to choose passion. So for goodness sake, have some fun again. Stop stressing about my team's not doing this. Nobody's getting active. I don't want to know about your team that's not showing up. I want to know about the team that you're sponsoring this month. Who are you bringing in this month? Who are you bringing in next month?
So recruiting, it's all about
February and March and April and May.
Yeah, thank you, Solo.
What does your team look like now? How are you showing up to attract those people? And my goodness, when your other teammates who are not showing up, see you rise with people who decide to show up.
I'm just trying to mimic what she's doing. So you're seeing what I'm doing. Okay.
They're going to pee or get off the pot.
Pee or get off the pot.
Inspire them. So you need to choose passion, choose consistency, and have fun. I want you to think of this, okay? Because Limelife's not broken, you guys. In fact, and I'm just going to keep this very generic, there was a wave of people like going left or right or to and fro. New opportunity. This, everybody's doing that. I have seen a wave of people come back this past 30 days.
Oh, have you?
What their posts say?
Oh.
I've tasted the waters and I've come back home. And I've come back home. And they're moving and they're shaking and they're recruiting in the same old company they were with the time before. Why? Because they're having fun. They're passionate. So remind me of why you chose Limelife. Why do you love doing this? If you're sitting down to do a live and you're not having fun, I need you to have fun.
Sorry, Jana.
Poke yourself in the eye with mascara and laugh with your network. Whatever you have.
Did she just tell you to purposely poke yourself in the eye? Okay. Excuse me.
Right? They want to see you laughing and having fun, and your kids saying, "Mom, I got to poop," or whatever. Your dog barking in the background, whatever it is. Have fun. When people see that,
live your life.
Because I'm not going to be a victim of 2022.
Because I got Jesus.
To let 2022 dictate my success and where I'm going to go and what I'm going to do. If anyone else is with me, I need you to choose passion.
Do you think she forgot to do her arm workout this morning?
Magically come back like a Hollywood romance. You choose. You show up through it. And then as I show up, more passion comes back because results eventually come in.
Oh, yeah, when you show up.
Okay? But we have to bring it back. Now, what were you doing? Your most successful time at Limelife, what were you doing?
Hitting up my warm market.
30-day review of Limelife.
This is her. This is Brooksy.
What lives were you doing? What were you doing? Did you have an open house? Let's get back to in person. I challenge you all. And I'm going to tell you to rip the Band-Aid off. It's January 18th. Before the end of January, for your own business.
Listen for it.
I challenge you to get in person.
Oh, get in person.
Is it an open house at your house? Are you tag teaming with a Maverick girl who sells like the Maverick or Closet Candy and doing an open house together? A mom's night out.
So forget the pandemic, everybody. Just get in person.
To death. I've been there. Are you meeting someone at Starbucks? Are you talking to the Target cashier about this opportunity because she knows you and you always compliment on her?
Are you talking to the Target cashier about the opportunity?
I want you guys to read through the comments. When I was most successful with Limelife,
do you see those cops coming?
And you have to rewind back 60 days before that. What were you doing 60 days before that?
What were you doing? Probably trying not to get COVID.
This is a 90-day business, so really.
Oh, I know, Kara.
The 90 days to 60 days to 30 days before that is what's helping bring in the results. This isn't like
this person says she brought foundations with me to color match everyone. How much money that Cat Aragon? Isn't Cat Aragon one of the uppers? I think she's an upper.
Now, that's not what grew my Instagram just one viral reel. My reels are really taking off.
Oh,
but that took me doing reels for 6+ months of crickets. If I would have given up in month 3, like
Brookie, I think your reels are taking off because somebody is playing with them.
Guess what? I wouldn't be where I am today.
Let's go look at her reels. Oh, wait, I'm blacked. Does somebody who's not blacked?
They're crickets right now.
Crickets! Does somebody who's not blacked want to go check out what her views are like on her reels? Somebody go check out for me.
Actually, babes, that doesn't happen. But guess what? I had this one live that I did that like nobody was on. And this woman messages me, "Hey, I've been using this brand of makeup, Saint. It's not working for my skin right now. I just had chemo. How can you call me? I want to try this out." She dropped $500 last month. She just messages me today and she goes, "Hey, Brooke, just place another order. $490. I'm like, "Who are you?"
Okay, hold on. I'm going to shut her up for a second. If you didn't hear that, she just said that somebody messaged her that was using Saint and then said, "I just got off chemo and I need better. Why did you have to mention that she was on chemo?" I'm sorry. Now, Brooke, this was inappropriate and uncalled for.
I was going to watch the replay. Imagine if someone walked in your door to an open house. That's one person. So
somebody walks in my door, I'm going to punch him in the face. Right. They took $500 from them to sell makeup for chemo. I can't.
But lastly, you guys, again, just bring fun back to your business. That's when you're going to see.
Yes, especially if people have chemo. If they have cancer and they're going through chemo, make sure you're showing them all the fun.
Stressed Brooke Banks on live People don't want Clear Eyes guy on live, Brooke Banks. People want fun Brooke Banks, spunky Brooke Banks.
People want Brooke Banks who's going to be yelling.
What's going on in this crazy world? Like, I'll have what she's having. Give me 2. Oh, that's limelight.
I don't want what Brooke's having.
Oh, that's limelight. Okay. So we're going to get into the 3 stages of selling. And the first thing I want to ask you guys, when we get into this, because I'm going to
thank you for that report.
Is how many of you guys feel like you tried to mimic what somebody you look up to is doing for sales and then it didn't work for you? And then you're just like, do I just suck at sales?
She just shared her screen. Hold on. Okay. Oh.
Anybody
2022 IFY your sales. What does IFY mean?
Doing what I see these top leaders doing
with Senior Director Brooke Banks.
There's a reason for that.
What is IFY?
So I'm going to teach you how to 2022-ify. And I'm going to tell you why they might not be working, baby. Okay, are you ready for this? You might know me, you might not know
2022-ify.
This is me. Okay, so if you've seen this picture, this is me. You can use it. All of my pictures. If you go to my
this
page,
is me. Look out, because here I come.
I help you sell a concealer. That's what we do.
Oh my God.
Okay. But I have dark circles and I love this concealer and I can sell anyone concealer. I can sell concealer to a raccoon. I can sell concealer to a swan. It really doesn't matter.
I'm glad she's selling concealer to animals because you can't sell concealer to me.
All right. So what are the best ways to sell in 2022? How can I land sales? I'm struggling. How can I elevate?
Guys, I can't take
to
it.
the next sales level? I don't want to just be active. The goal is not to just be active all the time. I want to do more sales. I want to do more sales because the top sellers, you guys see Jules, Kendall, Treadway, they don't have anything in common. They're all different. And that should inspire you that if they can do it, you can do it.
Is she talking about products or people? I don't know.
Storytelling, your worth and connection. And then, sorry, I didn't edit that, but 2022 must-have tips, okay? And we're going to go through this pretty quick. I don't want to run us too late, but who's ready for this? I want to see hands in the air as we get into
hands in the air.
Show me in the comments if you're ready for this training because I'm ready to elevate you guys. And I'm proud of you guys for showing up in your business tonight. Okay.
Kat Aragon just said, I'm going to need to see that reel of you selling concealer to a raccoon.
Like Brooke,
okay. Hold on. Here's phase 1, building connections. Beware. Although many of us would love to skip this step and mimic the top leaders and viral influencers, this is a core step and cannot be passed by. You have low exposure here. Let's grow that.
Okay. Phase 1, building connections. Beware. Although many of us would love to skip this step and mimic the top leaders.
Melissa, I'm 5'11". Yay!
This is a core step and cannot, I repeat, cannot be passed.
It cannot be passed.
You have low exposure here. So you need to grow your exposure.
Grow your exposure.
This is huge. You don't have the network they have. And I want to warn you on this real quick. If you see someone in here, Busta Rhymes, comes in here, joins Limelight, and then starts selling like hotcakes, they did phase 1 somewhere else. What? Either on YouTube or in their career, but they have already done phase 1 somewhere else. Okay?
What are you talking about?
Skip phase 1. Okay. So
oh, there's a pyramid.
Heart-centered work. I repeat, heart-centered work.
There's a pyramid.
This isn't like
she put a pyramid on it.
This isn't the like, hey everybody, just go.
Heart-centered work, building up your friends plus networking, connect in a niche group and hashtags.
A great seller and a great leader will always do phase 1. Even when they're at phase 3, they're going to keep coming back to phase 1. Building up your friends and networking, okay? Listen, connecting in niche groups and hashtags. Now,
Julie Joe, is that you?
More than my brand. Christine was so good at putting out your brand is going to be things that you naturally are. So if I try to niche down,
somebody just linked this into the chat.
Show up as for every day. And then I get stuck. And then I'm like, can't post on Instagram. My aesthetic's not right. My background's not right. I look hot mess. Okay, but I can show up.
She's just yelling.
You don't always have to be perfect makeup person, right? Like, so there's like definitely a balance to that. So
I just love that she put a pyramid into her slide about a pyramid scheme.
Survivor story. You have a
So build connections that are only going to be created based on the fact that you want to sell makeup. This is manipulation tactic. If you're coming over from the Zoom, I got a couple more viewers here. If you're coming over from the Zoom, I'm going over why Brooke is manipulating you right now. Okay? Oh, Kara, thank you for the little sticker thingy.
Building houses groups, groups, whatever else it is.
Go join a building house group.
Whether it's hot fudge sundaes all day, every day for breakfast.
So she's telling you to just flood your Facebook with joining groups that you kind of pretend like maybe you have an interest in what it is that they're going to talk about, and then pretend, she's going to say genuinely act like you are bringing value to these groups, and then when people bring up that they have chemo because they're suffering from cancer, you can sell them your makeup. That's literally what she's saying here.
So that I can get clients. I'm only commenting on this person's group, in this niche group, on her post, because I want to get her as a client. Lose the get mentality.
Yeah, but that's the whole it doesn't matter if you say lose the get mentality.
A genuine human being, and that's why we pick these natural.
Oh, I do kind of feel like I'm manipulating people with these tactics. I don't want to be sneaky.
You're being naturally who you are.
I know who that is.
Ask clients what they need from you. If they're buying a foundation, hey, do you need a tutorial? Take great care of your customers. Comment on typo others post, okay? This is where you're going to be doing
others posts. Stories, comment on others posts.
On both products. Let me move this whole thing out of the way. Both product education and niche topics. So I go live and I talk about Shrimp Healthy Mama and
shrimp
I eat. And I go live about makeup and skincare. And then I go live to unbox my trunk club or my Stitch Fix. Okay. It's all part of me. Okay.
I have learned that unboxings are not super fun to watch. Be naturally, intentionally manipulative. But tell yourself you're doing good things. That's literally what this is.
That's all. You're not low in sales, you're low in connections. So this is where
okay. You're not low in sales. You just suck at connecting with people and nobody wants to talk to you.
Okay. Phase 2, maximizing your connections. Okay, so you're getting these.
You're not manipulating people. Social media is a chess game. If you feel that's what you're doing, be honest. Love on people because people deserve love. People deserve this opportunity and people deserve to feel beautiful. No, people do not deserve this opportunity. This is not an opportunity.
Collaborating with other MLMers. Let me tell you something. There is currency in collaboration, baby. If I pick a Stella Dot girl, if I pick a Maverick Boutique girl, if I pick something that complements makeup and skincare, oh my goodness. If I love what she's doing and love that I would trust her with my network, she would trust me with her network. Aligning together and both of us adding value to our networks together.
So, okay.
She now has all of her clothing girls exposed to a new makeup and skincare girl. That's me. And then my people know where I get some of my favorite clothes.
So what she's saying is collaborate with someone else so that then you're still competing for people to spend lots of money on your makeup and then the clothes too. So lots of ways that you can try to manipulate people into selling.
Oh my goodness, how many of you guys have gotten a client that just naturally messaged you? Here at Limelight, we don't have to fish for clients' comments. We don't have to,
don't you
post a compliment on my timeline? I'll send you a giveaway. Like, we don't have to do that because people naturally, once they try the product, you're going to get a message saying that they love it. Okay. So,
I don't believe you.
Send them, if they're a raving client and they're in love with it and they're telling you how much they love it, send them product samples to do a post or a review on.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh my goodness, I see how much you're loving it. If I send you skin polish, I call these my hype boxes.
Skin polish?
Hype boxes and maybe like
okay, listen, between calling something skin polish and then Monet's got the meth pipe things they're rubbing on their face. I don't know what's going on.
I'm sending you a hype box because you naturally are such a raving client.
What's a hype box?
How I do it is I keep an eye on who naturally does talk about it in their stories. And then if they do, I'll send them another hype box in future, okay?
So that's a cost that you have to pay for.
Giveaways, you guys should really be utilizing the fact that we have a LimeLifer link, that your clients can use their LimeLifer link, LimeLifer credit.
Just to be clear, she is telling you to be monitoring everybody's stories, specifically looking to see if they're talking about your makeup. And if they're talking about your makeup, then she wants you to spend money to send a hype box. Okay, just till that I'm perfectly clear.
Like, what did you think of that? If you post this, blah, 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 blah. But you can ask in your VIP group their review, and then naturally when they post their review, other people are going to hear that too, okay? And you'll be able to use it later.
Traguna, it could be considered cross-recruiting because each team's going to talk about the opportunity.
Don't be so quick to think that the other MLMer is annoying. What if you did swap takeovers and stories? So this is a really cool thing too, where you could do a 4 slides of stories. She posts it in her stories because you can save them, and then vice versa, she does it for you, and you both, all of a sudden on her feed is your face for 4 slides. Like, that's rad.
I don't think that's rad.
Okay, phase 3. This is your influencing level. You are trusted here. You have built a core of relationships here. You have built relationship equity. Okay, and this is why you can't skip phase 1, because phase 1 is where you build the relationship equity.
I'm sorry. The words relationship equity, those should not be put together. If you don't know that you're in a scam by hearing the word relationship equity, you need to pay better attention.
Now, in this phase, whatever you share about, people will want it simply because you love it. Jules, anytime Jules posts something, what is that? Where'd you get that?
Oh, Krista, I hope you come over here, Krista.
I want it. Watts, all different people, all different networks, but they have built this equity where when people see them holding something or wearing something, it's like, where did you get that?
Oh, okay. I'm going to hold this. Do you all care to know where I got it? Is everybody be like, oh my goodness, she's holding this little cell phone holder. Where did you get it?
This is back in
Amazon.
You don't have to do swipe up anymore, but this was the 10K follower, like, swipe up here.
I'm going to do this.
Sharing benefits of products.
Oh my God, I didn't notice what was on the side here.
Build a relationship equity. I want to ask you guys, what phase are you in? I want you to.
She has phase 3 influencing, $3,000 easy.
And own.
Really? Okay. Can I put pictures in here? No, I can't. I don't think I can.
Happiness can't come from high sales or a sudden viral reel. Choose your happiness.
I mean, when I go viral because of you, Brooke, I get some happiness. I'll tell you what.
Because guess what? You can have a viral reel, then what? You think that you're made then? You think that everything's going to come easy then? You think that, by the way, trolls are going to pop on it. It's not personal, and I had to go over this with my team. Everybody hopes for the.
I can't emphasize enough that relationship equity should be a giant red flag. If you are looking at your relationships with how much equity you have in your friends, how much money you can take out of them.
It's not personal when you get attacked by trolls. I just want to say that. But
nobody attacked you, Brooke.
Then what after your month of high sales? What if you have a harder month? Are you not?
When were you attacked?
You're not a great leader anymore. Wrong. Be about connections.
Manny says, I tell the trolls to fuck off. Oh, do you?
Okay, so we have to be storytellers. It's so important to be storytellers because what used to happen back in the day, and still
trolls currently live on YouTube.
Like this.
I guess they do.
Lipstick. If you look in the little corner of my picture, a white little background with lipstick. I want you to tell me your pain points, your hard stops, your experiences, okay? And I'm going to go into this real quick so I can help you guys do this real quick before we pop off.
Everyone listen, she's talking about pain points.
Stories. People still don't know I sell concealer. Okay, I'm the viral, dark circle, famous in limelight for my black holes beauty guide, okay? And my network doesn't understand that I sell the concealer that fixes that.
Then you must suck at sales.
You have to put a hard stop in your stories. You could be doing it. Brooke, I do my makeup in my stories all the time though. Okay, but is it turning to sales? Because here's what I have to tell you. You need to be like, hold the phone. I know you guys, we have so much fun with makeup. We have so much fun with fashion and skincare. But did you know that when you are loving the makeup I'm using, you can actually get it from me? Yeah, I partner with this pro beauty brand.
You don't partner with anything, Brooke. You are an independent contractor.
Isaiah, that you're always asking about.
Oh, Roberta Blevins is here. Hi, Roberta. She's so sweet. She's been making some really great reels.
Quite frequently, I would do this at least once a week because
post a hard stop in stories. I'll show you a hard stop. Okay.
That they can get it from you. They're gonna fall in love with you on the journey. They're gonna fall in love with you through the stories. But if you don't do a hard, like, I used to think there was such thing as common sense. There's not. There's not. Like, you have to make it so plain. Spell it.
Well, yeah, you have to have common sense to see it.
Be confident at this part too. Okay, don't be like, so I mean, no pressure. No pressure. So I kind of do this.
People don't understand that buying your makeup gets you a paycheck.
I don't want to be that girl. Don't make yourself look apologetic and embarrassed and all of the things. I want you to be bold and feisty and hold your head high. I want you to be so proud of being a beauty guide. Show me how.
What's a hard stop?
With that hard stop. Don't be sheepish.
Can we saw them hard stop, baby, this evening?
Right away, okay?
Guys, she's got 21 total slides. We're on to 16 right now.
The power of pain points. Okay. Now,
Yes.
this doesn't have to be this.
Here we go, manipulation.
What was your life like before Limelight skincare and makeup? Did you break out all the time? Did you break out? Then you had to put the makeup on. Then your crappy makeup was seeping into your pores and clogging your pores more. And then boom. So then you had to put more makeup on because you had more breakouts. Boom, 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 boom. Did your makeup not last all day? I used to be the girl in Nordstrom shopping from Nordstrom makeup, trying clothes on, and half my brow would be gone because my brow pencil would wear off. It's so embarrassing.
Listen, I can't even begin. Oh.
Aging, your skin dry. Did you? I know that Brittany Buschetti has healed from cystic acne. Like what?
You can't say that.
Lasting all day. Did you think you could never wear makeup until you saw a friend post? What made you switch from your from your old makeup or skin?
If you didn't think that you could wear makeup until you saw somebody post about it, what kind of world are we living in? Listen, the pain points thing drives me up a wall. Pain points, okay, here we go. Pain points are when people have a need that needs to be filled, right? Okay, I need a babysitter because my granddaughter is going to be with us all week because daycare is closed. That is a pain point. But if somebody came to me and was like, hey, you want to join my babysitting MLM because you have a need? No, that's not how you do not use people's actual, like, they're terrible things like cancer and going through chemo. You don't use that. Oh, I'm so fired up. I could just spit.
What has it done for you? Are you aging backwards? Are you saving money because now you're a beauty guide and
you're not aging backwards?
And you're getting your makeup basically free, and now all the money that you're making is going straight to the bills, baby, the gas money. And then people want relatability, you guys. Okay, address worries that you have.
When you're done.
Oh, I can't talk about the worries. Yes, you can. What were your worries?
Yes, of course.
Oh, make them feel comforted knowing. Oh, I
now
have.
Get out of here and go eat your dinner, you stinking butt.
What
Go.
were your worries?
Get out of here.
Concerns.
He hasn't had dinner yet. What a nut.
I was worried about this, and I realized this by being a beauty guide. I was worried that I was going to get taught to spam and be gross, but then I became a beauty guide, and I realized it's so different here. We're genuine. We're in integrity from the product.
How can you tell people? How can you coach people on how to be and then say you're genuine?
Feel, felt, found. Did you almost not try this makeup? Why? Did you think it was too expensive? Were you like, MLM can't do it, right? What made you change your mind?
Oh my goodness.
You have a story to tell. This is what you need to do.
This is terrible.
Okay. I love using these with my clients in my stories.
You know,
guys. Third party validation is powerful. My acne is gone, Brooke. I could cry. I'm so happy. And you could post a picture of a boomerang, like, oh my gosh, more reviews coming in, and you're like doing a boomerang in your stories, and then boom, you get.
She's going, yeah, you're doing a boomerang in your stories. Listen, any schmuck could make a little third-party validation review. Sandy V, okay. Brooke, I had to message you. I have never had lipstick that stayed on all day. I will need to be getting every single ELC shade you have. Oh, did she really say that? Oh, well, I could just write, hey, Barb, you're the most amazing person I've ever seen in the entire world, and you might be better than Jesus. Okay, I could write that and put it on a PowerPoint. Another happy client. My acne is gone, Brooke. I could cry. I am so happy. You can't say that somebody's acne was healed by your stinking makeup.
With or without makeup, but do I wish my dark circles would be gone? Heck, yeah, I do.
Oh.
So it is also an insecurity.
I'm thankful for messages like this. Insert client feedback. Wait. She has, I'm thankful for messages like this, and then in parentheses, insert client feedback. Then dance around in the next story slide and type link in bio if you want to feel this way too. So she didn't edit out that part, the insert client feedback.
When it was in November, I got my highest sales month, and you know what I did? That cute little gift that home office gave us of the little red truck with the packages in the back of the truck. Anytime I got an order, I just said like, thanks, Sandy H.
Insert client feedback.
For the whole world to see. I tagged them and I hit the tag in my stories because you can drag it out of screen view.
I'm gonna drag you out of screen view.
I posted pictures from our home office. Hope takes them. And I posted all the pictures of what that person got. And people would be like, oh, everybody's getting that and everybody's getting this. It's third-party validation, okay? Now, we already went over this, but I just want to go over it again. Your worth is not in sales, high or low. You want to connect and serve.
Your worth is not in sales. It's in recruitment.
Okay? Now, choose how to split up your time. Remember what phase you are in. Make a plan and stick to it. Your green room may not reflect where you want to be, but your actions can. So I don't care if you're a beauty guide, your green room doesn't reflect the actions that you can take in your business. Okay, it does not. So I love add to cart feature. It's how I land most of my sales, especially new clients. You guys, I'm struggling getting the new clients. I send them what I think they should get. Did you ask for their email? I ask for their email. I already know their first and last name. Their password's usually their first name or limelight exclamation mark. And I'm like, girl, boom, just add you a cart. Here's your color match in there. And I also added these things. You can edit, take away, add whatever you want. But all you have to do is hit the sign in button right here and look at the cart that I just added. Boom, they do it.
Boom.
Instagram and Facebook Live.
So she broke down the way to spend your time into 5-20% things. Add the cart, reels and stories, thank yous and follow-ups, customer connections, Instagram and Facebook Lives. That's a lot of things to do. That's a lot of things to do, and you're not getting paid for any of that.
Check in on them. Care about people. Okay, it will set you apart from Nordstrom.
Right? She said that if your password is LimeLife1, okay.
It's old school. And it sets you apart from Nordstrom.
Also, don't give your password to the person you're selling stuff to. She's just going to start putting stuff in your cart and charging your card.
Ooh, and I wanted to order this. And then, boom, after I do a follow-up,
boom,
people will order. I'm like, okay.
Boom.
You're welcome. Okay. And then reels and stories. Okay. Reels and stories. I have to tell you guys, reels are really important.
Everything they're using LimeLife, TBD, insert.
Even if it's crickets, do the trending noises and just do
Emily.
Reels. Okay? Do it when you get no one showing up. A month later, no one showing up. Keep doing it because boom, I have one plus customer, like I said, placed 2 orders and it's $1,000 in PRV because of that random thing on Facebook.
Oh, that she's talking about the person that had chemo.
Here's a quick run over. Screenshot this real quick. I asked our top sellers before Palooza last year what they did. They gave me their feedback. Okay.
Stories all day.
Stories all day. You always want your bubble having a highlight on it. Okay. It puts you fresh in their memories. They get to know you're behind.
Fresh in my memories.
Number 2, live videos are not dead. Even on Facebook, go live. 10 times yourself. 10 times your energy, do a quick blush, do a quick lipstick.
So go on Facebook as a completely different person, 10 times yourself.
But go live, okay? Reels. Okay, 4, build a cart. Make a custom collection of yours, okay? So we've got, I can't really see name. Okay, so Christine Beckavar. I do a B-Banks bundle, right? The B-Banks face. Make your own bundle.
The B-Banks bundle.
And you can make a custom collection of just your favorite things.
Oh,
people are going to want to know about. Let me hear about it, okay? But build their cart, people, build their cart. So Kayla does her own collections too, and then
fix my hair there.
And then send them a little.
Okay, so Emily asked me to explain what 10 times yourself means. 10 times yourself means you're going to take a look at yourself and you're going to say, what am I one time? And then you're going to behave 10 times bigger than that. So you're just going to have to, 1, get 10 times faster or fatter. And then you just have to be louder and move your arms 10 times as big as you normally would. Okay, that's what you got to do.
And she goes through why she adds it, why they would like it, and then they know they can edit anything they want out of it. Okay. LimeLife referral program. How can they get the concealer for free? Can anybody tell me how people can get concealer for free?
Oh, good. This is the last.
By referring friends to you, and you take care of them. And then, hold on. Okay.
What are you doing?
Okay, Kat, do you want me to pause this?
No, I think you're giving them great training.
Okay, guys. Apparently, and we build each other up here, beauty guides. I'm just going to share. There's an anti-MLMer that has joined our call that is streaming this to their page.
And you know what's funny is all I see is actual legit business practices, and I don't see anywhere it says where you're scamming anybody and stuff. So I'm like, keep on streaming.
By the way, to all the scammers, hey, beauty guides, how much do you get when someone joins your team? When they buy the kit? How much money do you make? How much bonuses do you get? How much product credit do you get? 0. We don't make anything off of people joining. We don't want customers who don't want to build a business.
Oh my goodness. Hi, Brooke. Hi, Kat.
Let's finish the training.
Go ahead, finish.
It's so sad that people take their time. We choose, you know what I'm proud about in our network, guys, as beauty guides, is we choose to build people up and not tear down. So I want to.
So if you, Kat, if you're watching, this training has given me plenty. Kat, this training has told me exactly, and I'm streaming the sound. I'm not streaming the actual thing. So you can just calm your horses, okay? Let me go ahead and turn this down for a second.
I'm just so darn mad. No, sorry, my husband. Hey, do you
wait, I'm going to wait. She's about to get unhinged.
I choose to build. I choose to forgive. And I'm going to pray for this person right now. Lord, I just pray that this person knows that they're forgiven and loved. And I thank you, Lord, that this is real and that we are doing what we're doing and we're building each other up. And I just pray that this person knows that they're forgiven and that there's grace and that I pray that you bless them. Amen.
Amen.
All right.
Okay.
So we're going to keep on going and then end this call. All right. So Stephanie,
okay. So Kat, if you're watching, Kat, listen, Kat Aragon, if you're watching, what your leader here has shown us, okay, is that you have trained your people how to manipulate your customers into believing that they can trust you. The fact that you use the words relationship equity, Kat. Okay, Kat, are you listening to me? Kat, get in here closer. The fact that you used relationship equity together means that the relationship is not it's not genuine. I don't make friends to create equity in them. I don't care what I can get out of them. Okay, there should be no equity in your friendships. There should be equity in your house. And that's about it. Okay, so listen, Kat, I think it's really cute that you called me out.
And they're not seeing your post again. So how can they get connected with you in future outside of this? Give your clients personal connection and experience. Have a heart. Here you go, MLM hater. Have a heart to serve and get to know people.
What exactly are you serving? What is makeup what you're serving? Listen, Brookie Banks, you've got
I'm gonna stop share screen.
Listen, Brooke, if your service is selling makeup, you need to relook at the Bible, okay?
I'm proud of us, Vampire.
Oh,
I'm proud of who we are.
I'm proud
of what we do at Limelight.
Jesus, take the wheel.
My head high. Being a beauty guide with this opportunity.
There she goes.
And
you ready?
I want to share this with you. I joined as the ultimate prey. I joined as the insecure mom who just had baby number 3, about to be pregnant.
Here, she's about to out herself for being vulnerable that she got taken into this.
So down, so in a rut. And I just had fun. And I was genuine and I was real and I poked myself in the eye with mascara and people found me. My network saw a confidence boost in me. My network saw what was changing in my life.
Oh, okay.
And they're like, Brooke, I want to do that too. And they did it too. Together we rise. If you want to have a high.
Oh, hi, Melissa. Am I a coward in a bad wig? I know it's a bad wig. Melissa, hold on. Let me go ahead and turn down this Jesus speak. Melissa, I'm not here to hate on you. We're learning about the tactics that are used in MLMs, and in this case, Limelight, how Jesus is used to manipulate people into joining. So let's see. How is Jesus? Let's see, Melissa. Yeah, Melissa, it's so good that you're here. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and pause if you want to talk to me, Melissa. Oh, I covered the camera by mistake. I didn't mean to do that. Let's see. Melissa, did you leave? Yeah, she did. She just admitted that she was prey. It's a very difficult thing to deal with and understand that you can be the victim and the predator. It is very different. Yeah, it's hard. Okay, I think Melissa probably exited the room.
For some of us, heck yeah, and I'm proud of it every single day, and I will forever be a lighthouse for people who need to see this and know about this.
Okay.
Because I know what it's done for my life, and there's no way they can detach me from being from being prey, to having success to now being predator.
Let's take a look again at your compensation plan, since you brought up how you make zero from recruiting. But if you don't make a bonus, if that's what you claim.
All right, you guys,
let's
love you. Go crush it. This is your 2022. You told 2022.
Oh, okay. So you get a 5%.
You told 2022 who you are.
Interesting, Brooke. Kat. Oh no, did I go quiet on here? Okay. Hold on. My phone went to sleep. Okay. So let's just look at, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here because I think she's done. She's probably going to go live and vent about me. Somebody wants to record that for me. I'll do a reaction video later. Let's go ahead and look at your compensation plan, since you made the claim so boldly that when you make recruits, you make $0. Then what is this? 5% direct enroller bonus? What's that? Let's see. When you, as an active beauty guide, personally enroll another beauty guide, you will receive a 5% BV enroller bonus on that beauty guide's personal sales. Oh, okay. So what you're saying is that when they enroll, you don't get immediate money right away, but eventually, so hold on. So after loving on people and stalking them, share the gospel of blind mind with them. Okay, I'm ready to go succeed. Wait, I'm confused on that comment. I'm going to move on. So eventually, even if you don't get an immediate bonus on that enroller, on that person who enrolled, you are going to get 5% off of them selling. So it benefits you to get them to be in the business to sell because you're going to get 5%. Okay, so let's go look at the pyramid chart here of what you got. Okay, so you're going to make up to 35% working with others to build a team. Yeah, your BGIT sells 500 PRV this month and you sell 500 PRV this month. Your EPRV for the month will be $1,000, but you only sold $500, but all of a sudden their $500 counts towards your $500. Is that right? Okay. All right. So this would qualify you for a 5% enhanced commission, and you would earn this on your own 500 PRV and your BGIT's PRV. So do you see what I'm saying here? Kat, Brooke, Melissa, whoever else came over here from getting that link in the training. You can say all day long that when you recruit someone and enroll them, you don't get a bonus. But if you get 5% off of their sales, you are getting a bonus, which is why Brooke needs you to keep selling. She needs you to keep selling. Do you understand? Let's see. Let's look at some more. The role of you have earning level bonuses to be considered active in a particular month. A beauty guide must achieve personal sales volume, including beauty show sales. Shine On member sales and any products purchased for that beauty guide's personal use of at least 300 PRV in that calendar month. So are you telling me you got to buy your own stuff? You got to buy your own stuff? Interesting. Let's see. Oh, is this Melissa? Melissa, are you the one? Did you come over here? Parent companies are required to make a huge list of disclosures to potential franchisees. They do tons of market research to make sure a franchisee location will be successful. Melissa, I think that you're on our site. I'm not sure what's going on here. Right. So they have to sell or spend $300 plus the replicated website. Right. Absolutely. Listen, if you're here from the call, I started this streaming by saying that Brooke looked beautiful. Everybody on that call looked beautiful. My only purpose of doing this is to look at the manipulation tactics. If you are here from the Lime Life call that you were just on with Brooksy Banks, okay, you were just told to start joining a whole bunch of groups for things that sometimes maybe you have an interest in and maybe you don't, but to start connecting with people, random strangers on the internet, so that they start to trust you. And once they start to trust you, then you can make recommendations about your makeup. And then she also said, double speak, right? First, she said for every one Lime Life post, 2 posts have to be about real life, right? If you all heard that. So she said that. And then she said, if somebody adds you on Facebook and you become friends, the first thing they should see is not that you sell Lime Life. Then about 10 minutes later, she said, well, if you go onto your Facebook profile, will people know that you sell Lime Life? And when everybody said no, she said, well, that's not good. You got to make sure that people know. So which is it, huh? They're teaching you how to manipulate people to join your company. Listen, I don't care if you love the makeup. It's not about the makeup. It's about what this entire meeting was about. It's about the fact that she felt the need to pray for me. Listen, I'm not here to take down Brooke herself. Brooke, you can be a lovely person all you want. I have no problem with you, Brooke. Okay? I'm just here to listen to, and I didn't put you up on the screen. We were just listening. Okay? All right. Well, let me look at these comments here, see if there's anything I can make a comment on. Okay. Melissa Lauren. Okay. Well, listen, I'm not trying to be a bully to anyone. Okay. Too many Melissas, just like in my high school. Oh, yeah. There's lots of Melissa. Every Booty God is basically a channel. People can listen or not. Melissa, again, I'm not here to attack you. I'm not here to attack Brooke. I'm here to break down the tactics that are used to train you. Can you tell me, Melissa, can you answer me? What did you, manipulation is sharing and marketing. Okay, Melissa. So what did you learn in today's training? Melissa, what exactly did you learn in this? And what was poured into you? Because they said they were going to pour into you. What did you learn? Okay. I'm just going to wait over here because hopefully Melissa will answer me. I want to know because I've been to many business trainings. Okay, I've been to many other business trainings many, many times. I've never been talked to the way that Brooke talked to you. I don't think it's appropriate the way that any of these MLMs run. Any of these MLMs run their business, their meetings. This is not appropriate ways to talk to people. Hey, everybody in the comments, be nice to Melissa. Don't you be mean, okay? Listen, Crafty Beach, I hear your tone. I can see your tone, Crafty Beach, okay? All right. So listen, Melissa, do you want to answer what you learned? Like what was actually taught to you? Yeah, and Melissa, I want you to know, I don't know you from the little teeny thumbnail there. You look real pretty, Melissa. Yeah, if we talk to our sales staff like that, we would all quit. They have more. Right. I mean, Melissa, you made no money to be on that call. None at all. Not a little lick. Never heard anyone. So Dragona says, also, if you are this defensive about your industry, that is a red flag. I've never heard anyone that works for a car sales defend the car lot as adamantly as MLM reps do. I learned about social media tools, but I've worked in media and marketing for 20 years, radio magazines, it's all the same. So Melissa, if you've worked in media and marketing for 20 years and you're saying it's all the same, then you didn't learn anything new? That you just contradicted yourself, my dear. You learned about social media tools that you already knew about. So you just spent an hour and a half listening to nothing new that you needed to learn. They didn't tell you anything about the actual product. They didn't give you a training on how to do the makeup. They didn't talk about what's in the makeup. They didn't talk about why the makeup. I've sold makeup in brick and mortar stores. I'm not defensive. I'm just clarifying the misconception. Melissa, we're not misconceiving anything. We understand. We understand exactly what's going on. Melissa, we were all in your place here. You know what? Okay. Hi, Melissa. Melissa, we were all in many of us were all in your shoes. You know, I understand that you feel that you need to defend this, but the reason that high ups like Brooke and Kat want you to keep selling is because they make 5-10% off of you. Yes, I learned about new social media trends. It changes all the time. So what was the trend, Melissa? Can you share that with me? What was the trend that you learned today? Because I really urge you to consider, Melissa, why they need you to keep selling. Because they're going to say, this particular MLM is going to say it's all about sales. And for them, that's true because they get a percentage of your sales. That's why the makeup costs so much. So what new thing did you learn, Melissa? It's a choice. It's not a bad choice. It's just a different choice. Melissa, can you answer me another question? Is there any other industry in the entire world? Is there any other industry in the entire world, Melissa? Oh, Michelle's here too. Hi, Michelle. Any other industry in the entire world that you have to defend as fervently as you do this one? That you have to convince people it's not a scam? Is there any other industry that you would have to do this with? Anyone at all? Because if you can name me one other industry, one other profession that has to deal with what you're dealing with right now, that has to completely defend that what they're doing is legal, I will turn this off and I'll stop. sales managers in all fields make a small percentage off their junior sales teams. That's not the same thing, Melissa. That's not the same thing. That's not the same thing. When husband was hired as a salesperson for a cell phone company, they paid for him to go to another city for 2 weeks. Yeah. So yeah. And I mean, I would agree. Listen, Melissa, Michelle, again, you're probably lovely women. And again, you're going to call me a hater. I get it. I don't need to convince you. You don't, Melissa, but you're here. You're here. And you're here because you're experiencing something called cognitive dissonance, where you are feeling the need, your back's up. Your back's up. You're ready to fight. You feel the need to defend. And Melissa, the point is sales managers don't have to recruit. They don't need to recruit in order to make that percentage. They don't have to be the one to worry about it. I get paid for all the trainings I work. Yeah. Yes, it is. I would know. I've worked in sales teams for retail media outlets, radio magazines, makeup. You're confused. Melissa, when it comes to how multi-level marketing companies work, I'm not confused at all. And I'm not going to, no, Tashia, we don't want to pray for them because like that praying that Brooks did was not genuine. I don't need to be here and condescend to. Melissa, I'm not condescending to you. If you still take the way I'm talking to you as condescending, I'm really sorry. I asked you what other career has to defend that they're not a scam, and you've yet to answer that question. What career has to defend? Guys, be polite to Melissa and Michelle. We don't need to say you're not a business owner. Like, that's not what we're not trying to be mean. Everybody take a chill. Everybody take a breath. Yes, we put hiring ads out and we hire staff. I'm not cognitively dissonant. I'm very self-aware. Yes, putting hiring ads out and hiring staff is not the same as recruiting, Melissa. They're not the same because you, as the salesperson, are not responsible for hiring them. There is an entire separate team, and your salary, your hourly wage, your salary is not affected by that staff that gets hired. It's just not. Colin, sorry, that was weird. Colin Brotherton, what company burned you? If you're talking to me, I've not been burned by a company at all. The 5% is only for the first 30 days. There are team bonuses, but you don't have to build a team to earn a commission. Oh, no, right. Yeah, no, I understand. I totally understand. You don't have to build a team to earn a commission. No, I got that. But you're not making a sustainable living in order to make that commission. So when they're trying to say that when they're selling you a dream that you can change your life, you can turn things around, lawyers, franchise owners list. Melissa, I didn't say objections to overcome. I said defending that they're not illegal. Lawyers, franchise owners, they don't have to defend whether they are legally allowed to operate if what they are doing is a pyramid scheme. So again, that's not the same. So going back, I never said that you can't just make commissions. Same thing with LuLaRoe. I have a friend who still sells for LuLaRoe. Okay. A friend that still sells for LuLaRoe, and she really only sells. She has 4 people on her team. They only sell, and she has not recruited for years. She is living off of commissions and a small percentage of what her team is making. Okay. But she sells tons of clothes. Okay. So could you survive on just commissions? Because Brooke released how much money she made in just sales last year. And 40% of what she made in sales was $18,000. So you want to tell me that she's only about just the sales? No, she's about your sales. Okay. It's not about whether or not I'm trying to help you see whether you want to see it or not. And maybe you won't understand, and that's okay. Cognitive dissonance takes a long time. Okay. A long time to work through. Some people shorter, some people longer. But you yourself, yes, my income as a sales manager in radio is directly related to how my junior sales team. It is a variable at play, but I also earn commission on my new business in radio sales. Interesting. My income as a sales manager in radio is directly related to how my junior sales team, sells? I would really love to talk to you more, Melissa, about that. I would. I want to understand how that works so that I can understand. Okay. But again, you don't have to defend to me that your income as a sales manager in radio, like nobody is over here saying like managers of radios are scammers. Like there's not a movement for that. But a question on Instagram just brought up, did the junior sales team get trained to recruit incessantly? Does your junior sales team have to recruit, or is it based on sales of ads and different things? And I think that's where you're missing the difference here. What your junior sales team is selling, I'm very aware of cognitive dissonance as a former psych major. Okay, great. I knew what cognitive dissonance was too when I was experiencing it. But what is your junior sales team saying? Like, what are they selling? I'm saying it's a model in all sales industries. Okay. I respectfully partially disagree on that. But what is it that your sales team needs to sell, or what is it that they're doing that makes you your salary? What do they need to do in order for your salary to be affected? That's what I'm curious about. And do they need a junior sales team in order for their to get a salary? And Janella asked a great question. Do they get a base pay? Do they get, like, no matter what? And do you get a base pay? No matter what, you're going to make at least this much. I did not expect this to happen. I'm very excited this is happening. Do they have to pay you to be a junior? Yeah. Radio ads, which is okay, great. So your salary is reflected in what your junior sales team sells in radio ads, widgets, whatever. Is it reflected in if they get more people to become junior sales? And do they have to buy a certain amount of ads? Do you have to buy a certain amount of ads? Is it required in order for you to stay an active radio sales manager that you sell X amount of ads, or you're going to lose rank, or you're going to not keep your job? Is that an aspect of it? People invest in themselves to pass the bar exam and practice law. Again, not the same thing. Not the same thing. Buying makeup for your business and paying to take classes to pass the bar exam. I really hope that you can see the very, very strong difference in that. Those are not the same thing. But again, my question still is, what other career? Yes, if they choose to promote. What do you mean, yes, if they choose to promote? Choose to promote what? Right. People aren't happy about having to pay for the bar to begin with, but paying for the bar then makes them a reputable lawyer where they can then, be a lawyer. I mean, people don't like lawyers, but no one's ever said being a lawyer is a scam. Like, lawyers have scammed people, but being a lawyer is not a scam. Restocking your makeup kit isn't the same thing as inventory loading. Yeah, it's those are different things. So they have to buy ads if they choose to promote radio ads, correct? I'm choosing, right. Yeah. I'm having a little hard time understanding that, but I would love to learn. Beauty guides do not have to buy themselves active. You don't have to be active. Okay, let me just, some important definitions. Active. To be considered active in a particular month, a beauty guide must achieve personal sales volume, including beauty show sales, Shine On member sales, and any products purchased for that beauty guide's personal use of at least 300 PRV in the calendar month. If you're not active, you're not getting these commissions or bonuses. So, Kristen, I do have to respectfully disagree with you. Based on your own compensation plan, you do have to be active to stay in business. Yeah. And Crafty Beach Cream is a good point. I've never met a sales professional that also had to buy the products. Like they use the idea that you're going to use the product, so be a product of the product, but it becomes a closed system because then you are just buying all of your own product. And so truthfully, if you're still on here and you're a sales rep, truthfully, if you have never in a month been so close to hitting that rank up, and you said to yourself or your husband, because I had this exact same conversation when I did it, well, I only need another $100 in PV. And if I hit that $100 in PV, then I'm going to get a bonus of $300, $400, whatever. So you buy $100 worth of product, whether you actually need it or not. And you convince yourself that you're going to use it eventually anyhow. Same with any sales pro. They have a quota or goal to meet. Again, but they don't have to personally spend that money. If they don't meet that goal, they're not going to suddenly lose it from their paycheck, or they don't have to spend the money on that goal. So again, Melissa, I respectfully disagree. These are not the same things, but you're being manipulated into thinking so. And Melissa, again, I want to say, I'm really glad you're here. I'm really glad that you're here and you're having a conversation with us. But Melissa, do you have a base pay that no matter what, you're going to get paid from Lime Life? There is no requirement to be active. If you work your business, you will hit the active sales quota. If you don't work, you don't get paid. Well, yeah, Kristen, of course, there's no requirement to be active, but then you're just not active and then you're not a Lime Life consultant. I don't really understand what you think you're arguing there, respectfully. I'm not sure I understand. I can sell makeup in a brick and mortar store if I'm not holding makeup in my hand. I get to write it off as a business expense and I'm more able to afford makeup, actually. So, Melissa, comparing purchasing makeup to a brick and mortar to you selling, like buying makeup to sell from your home is not the same. Writing it off as a business expense, again, there's like a lot of legal gray area there, because is it your makeup that you're just using, or is it makeup that you're selling? You know, it's like that David quote from Schitt's Creek. You can't just write it off. Who's paying for it? It's not all, Melissa. Everybody that's in a multi-level marketing is very smart. Very smart people can be manipulated. I know that is like, I'm in a choice and I'm aware of the parameters. Melissa, I hear you. We have all been, I am a teacher and I was in 2 multi-level marketing companies. I was so mad. I was like, no, I'm a teacher. I'm not being conned or manipulated. I get it. You don't have to be stupid to be manipulated. Smart people can be manipulated all the time. So please, nobody is saying you aren't smart at all. I mean, you might not believe that I mean that, but again, Melissa, and I have no investment in whether you stay with Limelight or not. I'm spending my time to talk to you because I genuinely want to talk to you. I know it's a no-brainer. If you aren't active, it's okay. You are still a consultant. Okay. I still don't know what you're trying to argue here. We're talking about whether or not you're going to make money. That's what we're saying. That whether or not you're going to make money. If you don't sell that $300 and you still spend $150, you're not making any money. You have to sell. I see here. Okay, $1 to $4.99 PRV, you can get 20%, but you need a $350 to stay active, or the $300 to be active. Okay, but still, if you're selling under $300 and you're making 20% of that, come on. Like, what's the point? Lauren, it is a negative thing. Per the FTC, 99% of people are going to will lose money or make no money. The tactics that MLMs use to convince smart people like you to join an MLM all fall underneath Stephen Hassan's The Bite model. And there's so many people who are on this live right now who are on Instagram I can't ramble about it the way Roberta Blevins can, because I'm still learning about it. But I'm telling you, it is the business model is extremely problematic, and it is only legal because of money from politicians. Anna, but you know what? It's okay. The blatant disregard for facts going on, that's their journey. That's their path. They're going to sit and think about this for a while. Okay. I really think, so if Instagram, I'm on YouTube. I answered all the questions. It's a business model. You did not answer the question of what other business has to defend whether it's not legal, whether it's legal or not. What other business, what other industry, what other job has to do what you're doing right now? Has the need to go. I don't go in. There's no anti-teacher forum. There's no anti-bus driver. There's no anti-sales rep. There's no anti-fast food. There's no anti-fast food. There is no other business that has an anti-community because it's problematic, because it is very manipulative. It does not exist except for this one. And so you have to ask yourself, why does this movement exist? Am I in a legal pyramid scheme? And you really should take a moment and sit down and look at, how much have I spent since I started? How much have I actually earned in sales? And how much have I earned based off that 5-10% off of my team? Look at those numbers. When I was in my MLM, and I was happy in them, I loved my MLM. I had no problem in it for most of the time. I sold $11,000 in PV in 2 years. I earned in commission a little over $3,000. But when I took the time to add up the orders I put in personally, now I don't know how much was that from like people giving me cash or whatever, but I placed $4,000 in orders over the course of 2 years. So I lost $1,000. So yeah, Melissa, and I didn't realize that until 6 months ago. Were you in Lime Life? No, I was in Perfectly Posh, and it's a smaller one. But again, Melissa, we can do tons of research, talk to previous Lime Life consultants. All of our information comes from your website, from consultants who have experienced it. We're not just making stuff up off because we're angry. Like, that's one of the things they're going to tell you, is that we're bitter. We have no lives. We hate our lives. We must be so miserable. I'm a full-time teacher. I have a great life. I'm not miserable. I do this because I really want to help educate people. Anti-therapist movement, right? There's no anti-therapist. I want to help people. Yes, Savannah Marie was in Lime Life. A lot of the information we get about Lime Life is from people who have been in it and got out. So again, it's not about, trying to bring you down, because again, Melissa, this industry is not sustainable for people. Yes, multi-level marketing has been around for years, decades, but I don't know that you can name me one person who is genuinely retired as a network marketer. You have no pension. You have no 401k. They don't offer you benefits, nothing. But they tell you that you could eventually, oh yes, the Dream Podcast. Melissa, listen to the Dream Podcast. A woman joins Lime Life and documents it. The systems have been refreshed in the past year. I did a lot of research on direct selling companies before I chose Melissa. I did a ton of research too before I chose Posh. A ton. The business model, refreshed or not, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And they're going to keep refreshing it to keep you on your toes. They're going to keep changing things up to make you confused, to make you think. I know what you're experiencing, Melissa. So I'm listen, and here's the thing, Melissa, I don't think we're going to, I would never expect you to be like, I'm going to quit Lime Life right now. No, of course you're not. Of course you're not. I wish you the best. I'm not going to sit over here and say like, I'm praying for you. And I don't, I'm very religious. I have lots of faith. I do love Jesus, but we don't need to make a big show about it. I think that was ridiculous and over the top. I am going to go, Melissa, because I've now spent way more time than I intended to, because you came here. I'm so happy to talk to you. Melissa, if you would like to talk to me more, please reach out to me on Instagram. My handle name is I Don't Want No Huns. I will happily talk to you. Even if you want to just like yell at me, go ahead. I'll listen. Because you can be mad. Okay. But I am going to go. I'm going to go spend some time with my husband, who's probably already like, oh my God, she's still on that call. But yeah, Melissa, all the best. I don't believe in Jesus. Great. But Brooke sure does. And Brooke uses faith a lot in her lives, in her Instagram. She says she doesn't have to worry about anything because of Jesus. So,
there's a lot of faith manipulation. Melissa, I encourage you to check out my video called Faith Manipulation. Again, it features Brooke, and it talks about how she uses faith to manipulate people into joining Lime Life. I'm going to go. I don't hate, I'm just trying to understand this point of view. Melissa, honestly, Melissa, I would love to talk to you for hours, but I think that you and I should talk instead of, 81 people on YouTube. If you would genuinely like to understand this point of view, please, I'm sincerely offering that we have a chat and, take it or leave it. Again, I have no financial, there's no relationship equity here. I'll tell you what I know and you'll either take it or leave it and we'll go our separate ways. Okay. I am going to go. Melissa, best of luck to you. Everybody else, thanks for being here and have a great night. Bye.